As the second oldest amusement park in the United States, Cedar Point has shaped the city of Sandusky, Ohio from a port town along Lake Erie into a booming entertainment hub, drawing in approximately 13 million tourists per year. In addition to Cedar Point, dozens of smaller attractions surround the area. But it would not be until 2001 when Great Wolf Lodge would be the first water park to open in Sandusky, followed quickly by 3 more until 2008 as a new player sought to enter the competition for tourist dollars, when Maui Sands would open as the second largest water park in the state in what was a former Holiday Inn Holidome. But from the onset, trouble plagued the resort, which was still under construction when it opened and would close by Thanksgiving that same year, with its owner filing for bankruptcy and leaving employees and contractors unpaid. It would sit vacant until 2012, when it was renovated and reopened, but ultimately closed for good 7 years later, and its owners went to court for fraud. The property would sit abandoned since then, watched closely by security, until the county would help a new buyer demolish part of the resort in preparation for a new entertainment destination.
If you know Ruin Road, you know we value our privacy. But in our personal life, it's not always easy to maintain. Whether we know it or not, sites will mine our data like full name, email, health records, and more, which they will sell to scammers, spammers, and anyone else who wants to snoop. That's why we started using Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura shows us which data brokers are selling our personal information and automatically submits opt-out requests on our behalf. This not only reduces the amount of spam you'll get, but protects against hackers who can use this information to gain access to our social media, bank accounts, and other sensitive information. Aura also provides a ton of other features bundled into one easy-to-use app at an affordable price. You get antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft insurance, and more without needing to bother with different apps. We all have one or more of these tools already, but not having Aura is like locking the front door and leaving the back door wide open. And if you're a regular viewer, you'll know how often that happens. Like 24-hour security, motion sensors, and guard dogs, Aura is always on, doing the hard work of keeping my info safe so I can focus on other tasks with peace of mind. Relaxing. Ruin Road values our privacy, and we also value yours. Go to aura.com/ruinroad to start a free 2-week trial, also linked below in the description.
But right now, I'm standing in the middle of what's soon to be a tropical paradise, Maui Sands Indoor Water Park Resort. Let's take a look. Sandusky's new kid on the block, located at the junction of Route 2 and 250, Maui Sands is looking to make a big splash next spring with unique indoor water park attractions and more than 300 rooms spaced over 3 hotels. Lexi Robinson, the resort's marketing manager, says that the resort will cater to everyone from the budget conscious to luxury seeking.
We've got 5 different tiers, 5 different price tiers of rooms. So families of any style or any budget can come in, take a look at the prices, see what they want to spend, and then from that point choose all different kinds of room options within those tiers.
Chad McGew is overseeing all the new construction of what will be Ohio's second largest indoor water park. He let Fun Coast know that even though winter's on its way, crews are making significant progress.
Yeah, real good. Everything's looking good right now. The hotel is in real good shape. The pool building, we gotta get going right now. Kind of at a critical point to get her closed in for the winter, but we're there. We're good.
As its name suggests, the resort will feature extensive Hawaiian theming with private cabanas, a spa, restaurant, and even a rooftop deck. The most exciting part of Maui Sands, however, are the unique water attractions all built around a giant volcano inside the park, including America's first authentic surf simulator, the liquid lava translucent slide, and the high-energy tube slide Cannonball.
It'll be a huge tunnel. You'll come out in a tube out through a deep, dark tunnel, and you'll shoot out into a gigantic bowl where you'll spin, spin, spin around until momentum gives up, and you get popped out the bottom into the lazy river.
Maui Sands Indoor Water Park Resort is slated to say aloha to guests April 15th of 2008. So check it out with funcoast.com. I'm Freddie Coffee, and I quit.
Before it would become Maui Sands, this property would operate for years as a Holiday Inn Holiday, opening in 1964 with 85 rooms, a swimming pool, restaurant, and cocktail lounge. Just 1 year after opening, they would begin a $300,000 expansion to add an additional 40 rooms and patio to hold outdoor events. Over the next 4 decades, the hotel would be a popular stay for tourists and hold regular conventions, seminars, concerts, job fairs, a bluegrass festival, and a Beanie Baby Expo until 2007, when work began on converting the property into Maui Sands.
Good morning, welcome to Hometown Showcase. We're at Maui Sands in Sandusky, and I'm here with Robin. Let's talk about Maui Sands.
Well, Maui Sands is a great, ideal location right now, especially this time of year when it's wet and cold outside. Inside, we've got a water park where it's 80 degrees every day. So if you like slides, you like lazy rivers, we've got that in the water park.
What do you like about Maui Sands?
I like the slides and I like the water basketball.
Plus, we're really a one-stop destination for families because we've got rooms, we've got restaurants, everything you need for that mini vacation or weekend getaway.
All right, and we've got more at Maui Sands all coming up. Don't you dare go away.
The 55,000 square foot park was planned to be the second largest in the state, with 3 separate themed resorts, Cabana Village, arcade, ballroom, spa, 5 restaurants, and a rooftop deck. The park itself was planned to be surrounded by a large volcano and a continuous wave surf rider, the second of its kind in the entire world. But the grand $30 million plans never quite came to fruition, with the resort holding a soft opening in June 2008. But as the country entered a recession, the half-finished water park found itself drowning in debts, with dozens of liens for unpaid work placed on them, and the owners declared bankruptcy. Though they promised to reopen by next spring, as well as paying their 100 laid-off employees, the owner would find himself convicted of attempting to embezzle a section of the property's land for personal use. And a judge would order him to pay his employees back, though they would end up only receiving less than half of the wages owed. Maui Sands would remain in limbo, and in 2011, after plans for former Cleveland Browns football player Jamal Lewis to purchase the resort for $3 million fell through, the bank would put it up for auction and sold for just $2.5 million. A section of the hotel would reopen the subsequent year, followed by the water park in 2013, by which time 249 of the 306 rooms had been fully renovated. The owners would get into a years-long battle with the county, who estimated the property's value at $10.7 million, while the owners wanted their valuation half of that. And they would only pay taxes for the amount they claimed they owed, rather than what they were fully charged.
See, he's on his phone. Yeah. He's like texting though, but he's got some like work shit in this thing, so could he be the owner? Maybe. This one, it's still got the fucking Wi-Fi and everything up. The light's on. Look. Power. There is still power. Do we have any light bulbs? Oh yeah. Holy shit. I don't like that.
Another football player would find himself in hot water after an incident at the resort in 2014. When University of Michigan defensive end Frank Clark would be arrested at Maui Sands for physically assaulting his girlfriend while intoxicated. U of M would cut Clark from the team, But the next year, he was drafted into the NFL, playing until 2023, despite having a previous burglary charge and being arrested twice for felony gun possession in 2021. The resort, meanwhile, would be ordered closed in 2016 when it was found to be infested with cockroaches and bedbugs. Travel Channel's TV show Hotel Impossible would film their final episode here on the resort's effort to turn itself around. Host Anthony Melchiori would share that the hotel was one of the worst he had ever seen, with the park's water kept at ice-cold temperatures, rusting steps that were constantly giving guests splinters, unsupervised high schoolers left as lifeguards, and a guest in the restaurant even finding a cockroach in their sandwich. Somehow, the resort would reopen before the end of that year, and operated quietly until 2018, when it was sold to a Missouri businessman who would close it 1 year later.
You can tell people have walked down through those things.
This is the Maui Wowie, the water park's fastest slide. You can see why. Look at the slope of the slide. Going down this, you go 35 miles per hour.
Don't slip. I mean, you might break your camera. It'd be pretty hard to stop yourself.
Post-closure, the resort would be swept up in a myriad of legal issues as the owners abandoned the property.
May 22nd of this year, we were notified by the Perkins Township Police Department that they had received information that food, pizza, was being delivered to Maui Sands, and they knew, as we knew, that it was supposed to be unoccupied.
What they found was the resort was unsecure and inhabited by squatters, so the township obtained a warrant for a code inspection.
What we found, though, is several of the walls were opened up, wiring was cut out, copper piping was cut out.
Richie says the Erie County Sheriff's Office had to come in and clear the people living there.
In 2023, the absent owners would be convicted of money laundering and fraud, and the water park would be condemned as it became infested with mold. Finally, in 2025, the Erie County Land Bank would get a $500,000 grant for partial demolition of the water park section, partnering with the new owners who plan to renovate the remainder of the building into an entertainment complex.
Workers have started already knocking down a portion of the former indoor water park, Maui Sands. Tonight, News 5's Maya Lockett reports on the new owner's plans to transform the property into a hotel and entertainment venue, and the promise of it being unlike anything else in the area.
They have had a super bad reputation for a long time.
Maui Sands in Perkins Township first opened in 2008. Since then, it's had a number of issues.
Bed bugs, the squatters, drawings on the buildings.
Erie County's Land Revitalization Director Ellen Scherg believes the issues stem from the multiple changes of property owners and the original owners opening the hotel before it was fully completed. The land bank was able to get a $500,000 grant from the Ohio Department of Development for the demolition project. That helped move forward revitalization plans to turn the property into a new hotel and entertainment space for locals and tourists to enjoy.
We wouldn't have strategically partnered this way if we did not feel that it was going to be a benefit to Erie County and the local residents here.
They are expecting the new hotel and entertainment center to be completed by July of 2027. Reporting in Sandusky, Maya Lockett, News 5.
After years of failed revivals and stalled plans, only time will tell if this latest effort will finally bring new life to the former Maui Sands.
in Sandusky, Ohio. We're about to have a lot of fun and get really wet.